I think it's going to be a fun game, right? I think there are some extremes in this game where I kind of think, Paul, there's a chance the Giants could win outright, or the Chargers just like smoke them by 3 touchdowns. Like, I kind of think it's going to be one of those games, and I'm leaning towards the over in the game as well, 44, because I just think everybody's going to look at this game, right? You look at that Giants offense, you look at that Chargers defense, and now insert a rookie, and it's just like, how are the Giants going to score the ball against the Chargers? But look, Herbert and that offense is obviously putting up points, and again, Paul, I just think this spot, 3 straight divisional games, and now you go across the country and you play an 0-3 team, and the Chargers are a little bit beat up defensively. I kind of think there are some points in this game, and there's a part of me that thinks the Giants might win as well, because they've obviously been looking for that franchise quarterback since Eli, and just watching in the preseason, like, it does feel like there's a little something different there with Dart. I think there's a chance that they win. So I've stayed away from the game. I do think if you want to bet it, though, it'd either be Giants money line or it'd be Chargers alt spreads for me. But I like the over. That is the play. Over 43.5, over 44 I do like.
I would say I would definitely stay away from this in Survivor,
Yes.
especially with the complete unknown at quarterback with Jaxon Dart. So let's take the Giants money line scenario. What's that look like, PJ? Because you're kind of angling towards a bet that I have written down. So, like, what's Jaxon Dart's line look like if the Giants win?
What does his line look like?
Like,
so,
how many passing yards? Like,
I would attack his rushing, Paul. I think over 34.5 rushing yards is a great look. I think Jaxon Dart anytime touchdown plus 350 is a good look, because when he would come in for these packages when Russ was the quarterback, right, it'd be like zone read. So he'd be in there with Scattaboo or whatever, and it'd just be like, whatever you see, if the DN crashes, you keep it. If he doesn't, you hand it off. So they're obviously going to implement that. They're going to keep it simple. He's going to throw the ball, but I do think we're going to see a lot of running out of Jaxon Dart, and why wouldn't you? Because the Chargers don't have any film, so they don't have any of the run packages that you have, or they don't have any design plays that you want to call, like any of these things. The element of the surprise is the biggest advantage that the Giants have. So to answer your question, Paul, I think if they win, it looks like Jaxon Dart's just running well, and that's the way that I would attack it.
Okay. I was looking at a buy point. I definitely like those points. I was looking at a buy point on like a low passing yards total. Like, his number is 189.5. And my thinking is there, like, look, you're gambling a little bit because you just don't know what you're getting from the rookie quarterback, right? You could, and if he comes out and he looks like, he throws for 275 and a couple scores, you're never seeing that number again. So the angle I was looking at was 225 plus at plus 210. It's just not that hard for a quarterback to get to that benchmark, I feel like. Now, look, Dable could definitely rein him in, and he throws for like 175, and it's a slugfest of a game. But there's the Daboll campaigning for his job, too, is definitely part of this. I mean, I would think he wants to kind of take the shackles off and be like, all right, I got my guy now. Look at this offense that I can run. And so, he's not going to throw everything out there all at once. But, I mean, man, how about that PR campaign on Sunday Night Football, right from the Giants building to the Sunday night broadcasters with Collinsworth, talking up Jaxon Dart and Puerto Rico, just like, oh, my God, how excited the building is. Like, it was all lined up for that as they're falling apart, as they're no showing. I mean, it's a tough defensive slog against the Chiefs, but as Russell Wilson and the Giants offense was doing nothing against the Chiefs, the press release from inside the people around the team to the Sunday night broadcasting booth, I mean, it was right there on a silver platter. So they could not stop talking about Jaxon Dart. I'm not saying 300 plus, right? I'm saying, can he get to 225 in a win or a loss? Now, look, no bones about it. This Chargers pass defense is really good. At least early in the season, they look really good. You look at a couple different metrics, EPA per dropback success rate. They're at the top of the league, so it is not an easy task. I just think it's a low bar to clear, and so that's why my bet for this game, I would not touch the Chargers in Survivor, but my bet for this game is Dart 225 plus at plus 210 passing yards.
I like that. Now, did you think about betting him Offensive Rookie of the Year at all? I mean, I know that price is way down, and there's not really a clear favorite in that market. Ibuka right now is, but The Chargers are starting to get some guys. The receiving room is starting to get healthy again. You would think his production is going to come down. Genty just hasn't been what we would have thought. Hampton, I think, is interesting now too, Paul, because Najee is out for the year, but kind of feels like Dart and Hampton are the two guys in this market right now that I would take a look at. And, well, look at the matchup that we have, Hampton versus Dart on Sunday. So does that play a factor at all? Have you looked at Dart Offensive Rookie of the Year?
PJ, I'm holding a 20-1, sir.
Ooh.
Like we're looking at this. I mean, Ostrowski brought it up on the show. He definitely led the charge on it, but trying to figure out the spot of when they would bring Dart in. And honestly, for me, the way Sunday Night Football played out was perfect. It's in the scenario I was playing out was they get embarrassed on Sunday Night Football in front of the entire country, and boom, let's open the door for the kid. And it played out exactly like that. So Once Joe kind of brought up the point, kind of gaming out when it would happen, and the 20s. I mean, I feel great holding a 20-1 right now because what is it, plus 650, something like that. I can't say bet it now at that number by any means, but I am very happy to be holding a 20 on Jaxon Dart. In New York bump, all that quarterback, just give me something to cheer for, kid. Let's go.
Yeah, that is a terrific price there on Jaxon Dart. So going to be a really good game from New York tomorrow. Definitely going to have it on one of my quad boxes in the early window. But I'm with you, Paul. The more I think about it, I kind of think there's going to be a part of me that bets the Giants on the money line in this game. I kind of think they're going to win. So I would take a look with New York tomorrow, like the over as well.